நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃப்ளோருக்கு வந்திருக்கோம். ஆடி சூப்பர் சேலாமே 3 பீஸ் 1000 20 to 50% ஆஃபர்ல இருக்கு. இதுவும் 1+1 ஆஃபரா? ஒன்னு வாங்குனா இது ஃப்ரீ.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Minister for Industries, Investment Promotion and Commerce, Honorable Minister for MSME, beloved Thiru Krishnan, Additional Chief Secretary Industries, Ms. Pooja Kulkarni, Director Guidance Bureau, Thiru Selvam, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, friends from the media, I am extremely happy to render my special address on this occasion of great significance for Tamil Nadu. I would like to dwell upon the importance of feet before I embark on the subject footwear and leather industry policy. Man stands alone because he alone stands, says Desmond Morris in his book The Human Zoo. He also vouches the first great step for mankind was the bipedal step taken by our remote ancestors in his book The Naked Man. Jared Diamond pinpoints 3 important steps in human evolution. The first is to stand on 2 legs. The second is to liberate the hands which had opposable thumb over a period of time, and the third being the cooperation among the members. The cooperation among human beings is inevitable for survival, and man is selfless as he is selfish. Unless he cooperates, he might not have survived in an era of the powerful carnivores. Feet are important for the complete progress of mankind. Whenever we started walking on the hind legs and freeing our front legs, that became many manipulative, grasping tools called hands. We were ready to conquer the world. Evolution says that we have been biped for at least 3.3 million years. 3 million years ago, our ancestors' feet were relatively more advanced than their hands. Man's feet were in the forefront of the evolutionary trail and led to the foot human condition that we are today. While progressing up the ladder of evolution, organisms' number of legs started reducing. Millipeds having hundreds of legs is primitive, while men having 2 are advanced. It reminds us of the popular riddle in Oedipus Rex written by Sophocles, where the Sphinx asks Oedipus the riddle, which animal walks on 4 legs, 3 legs and 2 legs and remains the most powerful with the least number of legs. Yes, we crawl as baby and use a cane in old age, which is rightly called the second childhood by Shakespeare in As You Like It. Foot is remarkably a complex structure. It contains 26 bones, 33 joints, 114 ligaments, 20 muscles. Leonardo da Vinci calls it as a masterpiece of engineering. The evolutionary requirements made it obligatory for men's feet to be longer than that of women. Even in Silappadigaram, Kannagi has been described by Ilangovadigal as Vannachiradi Manmagal Arindilal. Few countries attempt to artificially shrink the size of women's feet by the use of shoes that are too tight, too pointed and are high-heeled. Such modifications impose a serious strain on them, and it is no coincidence that 80% of foot surgeries are performed on women. Having elucidated the extraordinary importance of feet, protecting them with proper footwear becomes equally important. There cannot be one size and one type of footwear fit for all. Few may require a thicker sole, few others may prefer softer leather. We wear different shoes on different occasions. Walking shoes, tennis shoes, office wear, party wear, so on and so forth. The purpose decides the kind of wear, as Tolstoy in his short story, What Men Live By narrates an angel cursed by the divine to come and work as a shoemaker before getting liberated. There are so many words with foot as prefix: footprint, footfall, footnote, footing the bill, footage, so on and so forth. The Chinese philosopher Chung Tzu says, when the shoe fits, the leg is forgotten. When the belt fits, the belly is forgotten. When the mind is right, for and against is forgotten. In the state of Tamil Nadu, you will find fitting shoes that make you forget the legs existed, because people here work with love as envisioned by poet, painter and philosopher Khalil Gibran. Weave the cloth with threads drawn from your heart, even as if your beloved were to wear the cloth. Build a house with affection, even as if your beloved were to dwell. With great pride and delight, I wish to state that Tamil Nadu is a leader in the leather sector. It contributes a whopping 32% to the national output. All these points have been already stressed by various speakers. Tamil Nadu is filled with human capital. The state churns out about 9 lakh students every year at varying academic levels, with most of them being either graduates or diploma holders technically qualified. The Tamil society is becoming growingly gender neutral in terms of employment, but when it comes to research, we have more women researchers, while we also above the presence of the Central Leather Research Institute with exclusive shoe and product design center. We also are home to Central Footwear Training Institute, National Institute of Fashion Technology, Footwear Design and Development Institute, apart from other cutting-edge research labs for development, testing, commercialization. A comprehensive 360-degree facilitation with single window clearances, investment support, and significant easing of the process of doing business is provided by Guidance Bureau of Tamil Nadu, while it also offers a hassle-free setting up of manufacturing units. The new Industrial Policy 2021 of the state has infused attractiveness and suffused competitiveness into the industrial ecosystem and has furthered it with an optimal balance of incentives, subsidies, support infrastructure and skilling of manpower, with an eye to enable and leverage the fourth industrial revolution technologies. Tamil Nadu Export Promotion Policy 2021, propelled by our Honorable Chief Minister last year during the Exports Conclave, identified the leather sector as a champion sector and has launched a host of game plans to boost exports and employment, such as the creation of design studios, branding support, quality control facilities, mega clusters and centers of excellence for skill enhancement. Additionally, the footwear and leather products policy will enable the creation of clusters, parks and hubs to facilitate information flow, promote ideas, strengthen human capital and resource efficiency for both small and large players. To promote and push its presence in the non-leather footwear space, the government will create new non-leather in-house footwear clusters ranging from 30 to 50 acres through SIPCOT and PPPs. The state lends itself to being an exceptional testing ground for the dreamy designers and for the commercial scaling of their products, essentially because Tamil Nadu is one of the highly urbanized states in India, and also because of having one of the youngest populations with considerable disposable incomes. Today, we are witnessing such an amplification unfold in Tamil Nadu, where 5 MOUs totaling 2,250 crore rupees are getting inked with leading players to generate approximately 42,200 jobs over the coming years. Being on the threshold to creating around 250 jobs for every crore of investment and 425 jobs across the supply chain for every 1,000 pairs produced, it becomes imperative for Tamil Nadu to bolster this sector with a futuristic industry-friendly policy. Special priority to this sector is being accorded by the government of Tamil Nadu as it creates extensive market linkages, generating rural employment, especially creating more employment opportunity for women. I firmly believe that this footwear and leather products policy is bound to empower all stakeholders and sustain the dominance of the state in the sector, while also supporting in the expansion of its national and global footprints. At this juncture, it's my crown privilege to welcome all the stakeholders to the launch of the footwear and leather products policy, and the earnest people of the state would welcome you with open hands, while also acknowledging your trust and contribution to the state's growth with grace and honor. with an appetite to see this policy become one of the significant drivers in realizing $1 trillion economy, the target set by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, let me urge the investors to make the best of investments in the Tamil workforce. செருப்புகளுக்கும் தத்துவ பார்வை உண்டு. சருகுகளை மிதிக்கிற போது சப்திக்கின்ற அவர்கள் அவை மலர்களை மிதிக்கின்ற போது மௌனம் சாதிக்கின்றன. தொழிலாளர் என்கின்ற சொல்லிற்கு ஒரு சிறப்பு இருக்கிறது. அதில் தமிழின் சிறப்பு எழுத்துக்களான லகரம், ழகரம், ழகரம் ஆகிய மூன்றும் சங்கமிக்கின்றன. தொழிலை வளர்ப்போம், தொழிலாளர்களை காப்போம். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. 10 எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் சேனல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. பெல் பட்டனை